to work? Hey, there we go, I got it to work. There we go, I got it to work. You about to watch the... How bad is my... Oh, my stream is very much lagging. That's not good. I'm also gonna have it like this so I can see the chat. But yeah, my stream is a bit behind. Hello there, good sir. Nerf UI, yeah, please do nerf UI. If they don't nerf UI in the next patch, I will be very mad. They need to at least nerf him even just a little bit. Like, come on. Please. Do it, Bandai. Do it. Everyone's saying, like, Master Roshi, Raditz. I mean, if it is Master Roshi, I will be happy. That's who I predict it'll be. But if it's a character that I'm just like, who is this? then I'll be a little sad. I'll be a little bit sad. Just a little bit. Alright, it's about to start in a minute. So, now this isn't just a new character reveal. They're gonna be doing like an actual show. Like, they're gonna be doing other stuff. So I guess I'm just gonna have to watch it until the character reveal comes up. So we'll just gotta see what happens. And I have it like this so I can see the chat of the people who are like, yeah, these characters coming in, yes. Yeah, also people are saying nerf UI. They're also saying Terrells. I would like to see Terrells. Terrells would be kind of cool. But I'd like to see Raditz before Terrells, because Raditz very much deserves to be a character. Not gonna lie. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. What you got?
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Dragon Ball Fighters show. It is time to talk about a lot of stuff. I am Damascus, and joined by the one and only my boy, Tarrant. Tarrant, what's up, man?
Hey, man, what's going on, Damascus? Good to be here as always, my bro. Let's get it. Let's start it off the real way. Come on, man. Let's get it.
It's time. Yeah, it works.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's not in real life.
It's been a while.
It's been a while indeed. It's been a while. I hope all of you guys are doing well today, as of course it's the well-awaited Dragon Ball Fighters show here. Much love to all of you guys joining us today. This is the first of many episodes of the newly dubbed Dragon Ball Fighters show. Some of you might have joined us last time for the Ultra Instinct Goku breakdown. Expect to see many more of this, right, Terrence?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to bringing this to you guys on a regular basis.
Just
it's
going to
be something new and fresh and interesting. You know, while times are hard right now in the world, we're still going to be bringing you guys updates on the game via the Dragon Ball Fighter show.
turn it down
Of course,
a little?
but first, guys, let us just introduce you to what exactly is the Dragon Ball Fighter show, because of course a lot of people have asked this question. It is pretty simple. This is gonna be a show that we will see on a regular basis on the channel with a lot of content. We will introduce you a lot of it today, and today's episode is focused on the Dragon Ball Fighters esports side of the thing. We will present a full competition roadmap towards what we are going to work on, what we are going to see, and a lot of course, content coming your way. And I've got to tell you right now, guys, there will be a trailer today.
Woo!
And that trailer is exactly 57 minutes from now. It is 7 p.m. It is 7:03 in the UK.
Okay.
The trailer would be at 8 sharp in the UK. So you guys know we're not lying. You can play countdown. You can get your phones ready and put the countdown on this. After all, what we'll talk about, the trailer will be there. So you have a name, you have a time. You know what is happening. But of course, Tarrant, before we even kick off, I just want to talk about something you and I, because of course we have been working a lot. I just wanted to extend a massive thanks to, of course, Bandai Namco for trusting us, but to all of you guys for the incredible amount of love we've got this week. Because as you guys know, that guy and myself, among many others, of course, you'll see more people, will be working on bringing you content and on being the bridge between you guys and Bandai Namco from now on. So, of course, thank you so much for the love. We will be working on a lot. Tarrant, you excited about this?
Of course, man. Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, the feedback from you guys has been overwhelming. And exactly, we just want to, bridge the gap between the community and Bandai Namco Esports, and just make this awesome game, this awesome scene as hype as it can be. So that's the plan.
Absolutely, that's the plan indeed. So guys, let us kick off the show and what we've got to talk about today. First thing first, the first part of the show will focus on all the esports news and the roadmap that is coming for you, because there is a lot of content coming your way. And I love you guys, everyone loves your own stuff, but I think before starting to describe stuff ourselves, we have got a special message from the mother of all. Hiroki Tomoko is sending us a message. Let us take a look at what the Dragon Ball Fighters dev team and Hiroki Tomoko have to say.
Alright, what you gotta say, guys? What you gotta say about the game?
ドラゴンボールファイターズをプレイしていただいている、ファンの皆様、バンダイナムコエンターテインメントのプロデューサーひろきです。本日は以前より予告させていただいておりましたオンラインイベントの詳細の方を告知させていただきました。本年はワールドツアーは残念ながら中止となりましたが、皆様に少しでも喜んでいただけるようなものを考えております。またロールバックについてのお問い合わせ私の元に届いております。ただ、こちらに関しては、対応するのが、難しいのが現状となっております。ただですね、その中でも我々で、今できることはないかなというふうに考えた結果、今回の招待制かつ、地域に閉じた、開催とさせていただくことで、少しでもラグの影響を受けない形での、方法を、検討いたしました。加えて2点ほど、私から、皆様にお伝えしたいことが、ございます。まず1点目ですが、こちらはバトルのバランス調整についてです。サードシーズンに、ドラゴンボールファイターズは突入しまして、その際にですね、Z アシストを、選択できるような、仕様を入れました。これによって、戦略に幅が広がりまして、今まで Z アシストの都合で、編成しにくかったキャラクターもよりチームに編成しやすい形となりました。ただですね、それでもまだ使用頻度の少ないキャラクターだったり Z アシストの技が見受けられるなと思っておりまして、これに次のタイミングで調整を入れていきたいと思っております。続いて2点目に皆様にお伝えさせていただきたいのは、オンライン対戦の試合中の切断対策についてです。途中で切断されてしまった試合のデータをデータの方を集積開始しておりまして、これによって意図的に切断したと思われるプレイヤーの判別をすることが可能となります。オンライン対戦の環境の整備を行っていくべく、適切な対処を行っていきたいと考えております。そして最後になりましたが、本日の配信の中でドラゴンボールファイターズの最新情報を発表させていただきたいと思っております。皆様、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。それではドラゴンボールファイターズ、引き続き何卒よろしくお願いいたします。
All right, well, thanks for that. That was a little kind of boring. Just get to good stuff.
All right, guys, that is a hell of a lot to talk about. That is a lot to talk about there. Of course, I appreciate having some direct news from the dev team. Immediately, being a bit more transparent. This is something that we will, strive to do and to get a bit more discussion. And of course, talent, we've got to mention it right now. This is the first one. This topic everyone is about, and me and you as well. We play this game online pretty much every day. We've been to the 5-frame delay. We've been through all of it. We are out there, right? Hiroki Tomoko coming to us to say that the team is working, is trying to get that rollback. Of course, it is not something that is anywhere near being announced or anything, but the good news is that it is something that have reached their ears, and of course all of the feedback from the community and from ourselves, from everyone, is reaching the team's ears.
Exactly.
Nerf Bardock
so
assist
I
well.
got to
That
respect them
thing's
for even
still
coming out and saying it
broken
and
as
being as transparent as possible. Rollback is a thing that everybody's talking about right now, how they want to implement it in the game. The dev team didn't have to address it. They did address it, and it looks like they're working towards some improvements for the online experience, which you have to commend them for. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes up in the future.
Absolutely. I think, at least it leaves us hopeful for the future, of course, and it's good to know that, that they've seen it, that they're currently working on it, that they acknowledge that, this is something that all of us, would love, and we'll be, of course, looking forward to this. Moving to the second topic that she, approached. She talked a bit about the online tournament. We'll just talk about this after, because we're gonna introduce it in full for you guys. But the big one, and I've got to say, Tarant, I was really surprised to hear this. A balance patch?
No, not
balance patch on the way.
Yeah. Yeah,
no,
mid-season.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to wait a long time for season 2. We had to
you should
live
be
through
banned.
the GT Goku hell.
You should be banned.
But it looks like this time they are looking to patch the game. Mid-season, which is cool.
Okay, so they're gonna patch
I'm
the
seeing
game.
a lot of guys in the chat, saying, buff this guy, nerf this guy, nerf UI Goku, nerf all of these guys.
Yeah,
and
he
stuff.
said
there are a
nerf
lot
UI
to do,
Goku.
of course, on this. We'll be looking forward to this.
Yes.
This is something
Please
that's being
nerf
worked on. I'm
UI.
actually curious because
Nerf
she
UI,
approached the
nerf
topic
Bardock,
of assists, which
nerf
is one of the
GT,
topics that
nerf
I want to talk
Broly.
about, because
Literally nerf every top tier.
shout outs to Nokami. We are, of course, out there because there are a lot of assists out there. Some of them became absolutely ridiculously good. Some of them might have been lesser used and stuff. So they will, of course, be working on this. Of course, I'm reading all of you guys in the chat. We all got a lot of wishes about the game, and that's kind of good news because that means we can still, look for stuff. QM Goku. Okay. So, that's about
it keeps the game fresh and interesting. I like a balanced patch to switch things up. Who knows what's going to happen? Like she said, a lot of characters are getting used just for their assist, or their assists are not getting selected. So I loved when they brought in 3 different assists. I feel like that really switched the game up, and I feel like that potential is there again with a balanced patch update. So let's go.
Yeah. Can I ask you just personal one?
I'm interested.
Is there
to see
any
the
specific buff or
I
nerf
just
you would
want
like to see? If you
I
had
don't
to list
see a
one
patch that says nerf UI Goku.
Is there anything specific you're
specific?
My character needs this or blah or whatever? It's
I don't know. I'm quite happy.
People are saying
I'm quite happy with them. But
actually,
I think UI some of those wake-up options are a bit suspect, man. I want to see some of those. And that auto combo, man. That auto combo needs to go. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, of course we will be looking forward to this, and also the last point that was approached was, thank God, these purple icons. Shout out to the person who sits first. You know who you are. Shout out to the person who sits first right now. The person who sits first of the leaderboard right now with 10 billion points. Shout out to you. Shout out. It's done. It's done. Enjoy your clout for now.
Listen,
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Better be careful now. You can't be pulling the plug no more. You're gonna get in trouble. They've been. I love how they said we've been collecting data from matches. So the whole time, these guys are getting spied on. The little robots, the Dr. Gero robots. They were spying on you, bro. So enjoy your points while you still can.
It is. It's actually pretty cool. She said that they've been monitoring all the data to see how many people rage quit, and then realize that damn, people are really intent about keeping those points. Are they? Well, no. Well, listen, I'll be looking forward to this so we can, get the points reserve. because it's always
their stream,
one
not
of the
mine.
ones. But of course, big shout outs to of course Hiroki Tomoko for this one. We hope to have like more updates soon from the team as well. It's good to hear that they've been working on this. We know of course that with COVID, all of the work have been slowing down because everyone moved to working from home. But you know that the team is hard at work. Terrence, the last point that she talked about, and that we are going to focus for the next like 40 minutes or so now, is going to be the esports side, the online. First things first, as you know, I don't think there's any news, the World Tour is cancelled. No World Tour, no offline events. We're staying safe, we're staying at home, we're playing the games. So we had to work on an online event, a series of online events that would work, with you guys in terms of content, making sure that the players are happy with it, making sure that we can offer a good environment and a good kind of events. And we've got a special guest today to join us. It is the head of the team who will work on that event, who will come up, with us, into like all the rules and making all of the content and streaming all of this. The team is Encover, it's an esports agency from France. You guys are probably familiar with UFA, Ultimate Fighting Arena.
Probably, amazing last year. Like, one of the most hype events of the year.
My chair is breaking.
Yeah, and even more, of course, the Dragon Ball Fighters World Tour Finals, which was, of course, organized by this guy and his team. We are welcoming like Abu on the show. Can we get Abu? Hey! How are you doing, man?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm great. Great to see you in there. So, a very quick introduction, of course, for Abu, for the people who might not know about you. Of course, us go way back because we've been running tournaments for like years now. Like probably like for me, it's probably
10 years. Yeah.
It has been a lot. So very quickly, Abu, can you give us a quick introduction about yourself, what you do, and what you've been working on for us?
Hello everyone, I'm Abu. I'm TO since 2008. I'm the founder of Can Winter Clash and the UFA, the biggest tournament in Europe, in the FGC. And I'm part of Encover, the team behind the Dragon Ball Fighter eSport project. And I will be very happy to be here with you and to show you what we work.
Of course, you guys have got a lot to work on. We've been chatting a lot, about this, about what's to come, about what we work, of course. So this, guys, is what we're going to introduce you today. Of course, as you know, there is no offline events. Yeah. And for the sake of online, of quality, I mean, Tarrant, myself, you guys know us, we stream, we play the game every day. We've been through connections, we've been through like the best, the worst. We know that if you want matches to be decent, you need to be strongly controlling of the environment, and this is a point that Abu, you guys have been working on, right?
Yeah, our first step is in this collaboration is to create more story behind the World Tour and to then help and give more spotlight to the player, to the caster, and the tier we wanna work with. Unfortunately, we are the pandemic has arrived and the World Tour has been cancelled. But our second step is
16?
reach our goal and to make the best experience for the player online.
Not allowed.
It's why we show you in the few minutes the new eSport project.
Of course. So another thing about the esports projects, I mean, as we said, this is not going to be the Dragon Ball Fighters World Tour. This is another way, another experience for you guys to enjoy, to enjoy some good Dragon Ball Fighters, and also to give the spotlight to the players who are hard working. So you know what? Instead of talking, how about we just show a very small teaser of what we're gonna show? Abu, are we going for a teaser?
Yeah, I have it.
Let's go.
What did they show? Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Alright. This looks like an online tournament. Spain. USA. Alright. France. Japan. USA West. Fighters revealed. That was fast. Looked like some kind of fighters reveal. Okay, so that's the Fighter Fest 3. Does that mean we'll get more then? More fighters revealed?
That's alright, that looks pretty cool, man.
I hope you like it.
That was short, and there is a lot to unfold,
so
of course,
we have more fighters
from this.
Next
so,
month.
We, of course, are going to run through absolutely all of the details that you've seen from this short teaser. By the way, Trunks' theme is a banger, no question about this, always.
It's definitely one of the best, man. Definitely one of the best.
It is. But Abu, before we even like go for this, can you just tell us like how you guys like worked about and ended up deciding on going for something like this per country?
Yeah, we should. In the first, we were thinking about the online tournament to open, but in the end, we want the best for the player, and for the best, we need to control everything. The connection, don't have an issue with online. Is why we make this event, the national championship. Is why, because when you play together in the same country, it's better for the player. Is why we took this decision.
Yeah,
I
of
feel
course.
like,
I mean, I think we can agree on this, Terrence. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's a good idea to do that, because if you do like an open tournament, there's so many factors that can play in. Like you could have someone that can't connect to another person, or someone has a bad connection with this person but not with this person, etc., etc. There's a lot of problems. So I feel like doing it country by country in terms of connection is definitely the best move.
Of course, it definitely is. That's the one. But you know what, guys? Okay, let us show just like the logo and like the first name of this. This there's some proof through sides with you guys. So this is gonna be called the Dragon Ball Fighters National Championship.
Yeah.
It is starting in October 2020. There is, of course, a lot to unfold on this, because this championship, Abu, is. I mean, as it says, it's a championship. It's not a one-day tournament.
Yeah,
right?
It's not a tournament. It's not a cup. It's a league. The national league is why I think we have the good show with the best player for each country. I think you can have the good show for this one.
Well, let's just take a look at like how it's gonna work, because of course there is a lot to show you guys on the next slide. Of course, just going towards
Buffering a little bit.
the format of this Dragon Ball Fighters National Championship. Is going to be an online championship, in 5 different regions, 4 different countries, and it's pretty simple. Each region will have 8 invited players, as we mentioned before. This is to control the connections, is to make sure that we can offer a good environment to the players, because the first people who are interested when they're out there is the players. We want them to have fun, we want them to like make sure that they can play, and it's going to be a round robin that moves them to playoffs and one champion. But Abu, 7 days of championship?
7
Yo,
days.
that's a lot, man.
Rainbow reveal
Every
after
week
this.
we have during 3 months we have the player play against each
After
other
we watch this.
during 7 weeks. Every week we have some
okay.
matches with the best player in the world.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous to know that, guys, from October, every single week you will have tournaments featuring some of the very best from these select 5 regions, facing each other. And of course, if you want to take a look a bit more at the format, because there is something else that I like about this format on this, it's gonna be the sets, because as we said, we're talking about to the players, because the first people who are interested when they're out there is the players. We want them to have fun, we want them to like make sure that they can play, and it's gonna be a round robin that moves them to playoffs and one champion. But
stop lagging,
We have
please.
during 3 months we have the player play against each other during 7 weeks. Every week we have some matches with the best player in the world.
yeah, that's kind of ridiculous to know that, guys, from October, every single week you will have tournaments featuring some of the very best from these select 5 regions, facing each other. And of course, if you want to take a look a bit more at the format, because there is something else that I like about this format on this, it's gonna be the sets, because as we said, we're talking about online, we're talking about an environment to try and keep control of, and that short sets online could be a problem, because if an external factor happens in the middle of a short set, it can be a huge impact. So Abu, we're moving to a first to 5.
Yeah,
I prefer this.
Yeah, I think first to 5 is the best format for the round robin, because in the first to 3 you can lose, but in the first to 5 you don't have.
Very best players in the world facing each other in first to 5s every week. That's gonna be a huge truckload of content for you guys, and these playoffs are also especially hype. Let's move forward to explain how the playoffs are gonna work. Of course, it's an 8 players round robin, so everyone will play, everyone and we will have a final ranking on this on the next slide, of
Everyone's
course,
just
where
posting,
the
like,
top
sleep
4
emojis,
will move
like,
forward to the playoffs, Abu.
This is boring.
Yeah, the top 4.
Like
I think
snores.
if you go to the first in the first place, you go to the playoff, and when another thing, the 8 player, it's 8 player for each country, not for everyone. It's just for each country. We have 8 player invited, and I think the top 4 go to the playoff.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty cool, Tyrant, because like you're gonna have like a long enough championship with like a final del that's gonna be like, okay, who are the 4 that move forwards? But at the end of the day, there is a guy who's gonna be 5th and who's gonna be 6th, right?
Oh man, you always there has to be a 5th. To play for those top 4
they added
positions,
Majin
especially
Vegeta.
the higher slots, which I
That'd be
think we're
dope.
going to look at in a moment. The next slide explains it quite well. Yeah, exactly. So right
that's
here
the
you
question.
can see. Yeah. So the fourth, the first match of the playoffs will be 4th in the ranking versus the 3rd in the ranking. The semi-finals will be the winner of that match playing against the 2nd in the ranking, and then the grand finals to decide the champion, the national champion of that specific region, will be 1st in the ranking against the winner of match 2. So hey, guess what? If you're 1st place on the leaderboards, you only have to play 1 game.
Only one game.
Yes, you only have
It's
to
why
play 1 game.
every match is very important. Every match.
Yes. It really makes it all to play for, and you definitely want to be at the top end of the league.
Yeah, I actually like this, Abu, because like the first question when there was when there was this plus playoffs was like, okay, what's the goal of being 1st? Well, that's the one. If you're 1st, you literally only have to win 1 1st to 5 in the finals to be the champion. Of course, remember, guys, that it's 8 players per region. So there will be 1 championship in France,
also
1
saying
championship in
that
each
the
of the
Next
regions
Season Rainbow
on
is
this.
so
So of
hype.
course, that is a lot. But let's just take a look
most
at
likely
all
will come out
of the
with
regions again, so we
TTS
can just like
probably
run
get
through
gameplay of
it
that.
because we've seen them. So 4 countries,
video.
5 championship. We've got France, we've got US East, US West, Japan, and Spain. The first question I have for you, Abu, is how did you end up boiling it down to these 5 regions?
You look the previous Dragon Ball Fighters World Tour, and you see the best country for the last 2 years, and is why you choose the France, US East, US West, Japan, and Spain. Just with the result.
So of course, you guys are familiar, with a lot of players from France. Obviously, you know the names from France. There are a lot of players around. US East, US West, know it as well. Japan as well. But I would like to take just a little bit of time for Spain because, of course, you guys know about Shanks El Padre. I mean, we love Shanks. We've been loving watching him for quite a while as well. And having Spain there, I think means a lot because for those of you who are not aware of Spain and like Barcelona Fighters, they're actually like the biggest Dragon Ball Fighters outlet right now. They have a ridiculous number of views. They run online tournaments with about like 200 people. Tyrants. This is mad.
I tell you what,
Crazy.
the Spanish community is definitely one of the hypest stories in Dragon Ball Fighters actually for me. It's a community that finally got that big break when Shanks made top 8 at Evo, and they blew up. Like it's so exciting to see those guys going in and just how they grew from such a small community to the absolute juggernaut that it is right now. It's definitely going to be one of the best ones to watch for sure. You don't want to miss the Spanish league.
It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, these guys are one of the most passionate scenes around. In fact, like I was just recently thinking, damn, I would have been at Sonic Boom if the world was normal.
Don't remind me.
That would have been sick, but of course, I know that the Spanish boys must be super happy about this because we will have one league that's exclusive to Spain. Is going to be the 8 best players in Spain facing each other for the win. That's going to be, of course, the 8 players in France facing each other, and 8 players US East, 8 players US West, and 8 players Japan. And Abu, like 8 players in Japan, I feel like it's too hard. Like
Very hard.
yo,
It's very hard. But you need to choose. So only 8 players from Japan, but that's it. We don't have the choice.
Listen, it is 8. It is 8 for this. And of course, I see a lot of people on the chat asking about other countries. We will talk about it a bit more after, but we also got plenty of content planned for the people from the countries that are not included in these leagues. There are still going to be events that will be able to feature you guys because one of our goals for this roadmap and for this new content is to put the spotlight on all of the hardworking communities out there. And I know for a fact, right? I mean, there's a lot to name, right? But like Australia has like weeklies and they got quite a good amount of like viewers and entrants. South America, Latin America, Argentina, Chile, they have so many people. Mexico is a thriving scene. Canada has a lot of players. UK, you know, Germany, South Africa. There are so many places. Middle East as well.
Right
Middle East is a ridiculous region, right?
There's so many strong regions out there that maybe don't get the representation that they perhaps should, due to a lot of factors. But you know, one of our main goals on here is to definitely try and spotlight you guys as much as possible. You know, keep a lookout and stay tuned.
Of course, guys.
With this event, it's good because we know some people in some countries like Spain. We don't know. We know Shanks, but we don't know the other player play in Spain. I think with this event, we can show the new player people don't know, don't have the chance to travel a lot of. So I think why a lot of this new format. And we take a risk with Bandai for this event, and I'm really happy to show you this.
Yeah,
I'm
actually looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Personally speaking, for me, right, and that's my position as someone who just wants to see as many people as possible play Dragon Ball Fighters and watch some cool stuff. I'm happy we will get a chance to feature like as many of you guys as possible, because we know that a lot of you guys out there are playing the game, and we love that game, right? We play that game on a daily basis. We get bodied online and we still come back because I don't care. I'm gonna punch this guy up eventually. So all of you guys around, I've seen tournaments from the Middle East. I've seen tournaments in Scandinavia. Helsinki has a local, like South America has a striving scene. So many names that I could throw, out there. So you guys know that we will be, of course, scouting, around and trying to feature as much as you guys, because the goal is that all of you guys, will be able to have your time to shine here on twitch.tv/Dragon Ball Fighters. A lot there in 2020. Something else we can talk about as well is, Abu, of course, the players will be revealed in the next Dragon Ball Fighters show, which will be in September, right?
Yeah, we reveal all players in September for each country: France, USA West, Japan, and Spain. You don't know if the player didn't contact yet. Don't forget this.
Yeah, definitely. So, of course, this Dragon Ball Fighter show in September will be the one to take a look at, because we will be there to reveal all of the players who are involved in that tournament. We will be able to reveal pretty much the 40 players total, Taran, 5 regions, 8 players per region in there, and we will do, of course, a hell of a lot to work on this in September. So definitely you guys take a look and let us know if there are players that you think should be out there. If you think that there are some players who should be out there, let us know on Twitter who you think should be there for every single region, because I think one of the hard questions, Tarant, is some of these regions have more than 8 players, right?
Exactly. It's going to be really difficult to kind of for the team to decide on who should be taking part in this in the championship. So, I mean, work hard, I guess. Try and get your name out there, and try and do those work in those online tournaments that we have for now. And I'm looking forward to seeing who makes the cut.
Yeah, I've got to say to all of you guys, of course, that the way that it's gonna work for the players, of course, it's gonna be the people who, of course, ranked high on the Dragon Ball Fighters World Tour, but also the people who have been putting in work lately online and who have been placing high on all of the online tournaments. So starting in October 2020, we will get a lot to see on this, and we've been monitoring, of course, all of the tournaments online from this, because there have been so much. If I talk about US West, we've got all of the Wednesday night fights, and we take a look at who's consistently on top, who's always in there, who's putting in some effort to get some of the very best players. East Coast, of course, we've got the HOC. The boys are out there. It's one of the most viewed stream at the moment of Dragon Ball Fighters.
Mad hype.
It is mad hype. So we'll, of course, be taking a look at all these results and trying to boil it down to eight players for this. France, same thing. There are a lot of tournaments going in France. There's Galaxian Explosion on Razor Stream. And I got tournaments. You've got
they revealed so far.
We've got a lot of players to showcase in this region. I see some of the HOC boys. on the chat
Hey,
because
I
I knew
need to-
I knew these guys.
I need to turn my stream
I knew
audio
these
down
guys
so I
will
can
be
hear you better. There we
will be
go.
out there. Of course, we've got Missy coming after.
Okay, so yeah, they
one
just
of the
revealed that
boys
there's going to
from
be a
the
stream in
HLC,
October,
will be in there, so we'll definitely get
and
that.
that
Spain
there's
as
going to
well.
be
Spain has
more
a lot of,
fighter
like,
reveals
events,
next
done
month.
by Barcelona Esports, Sharon and the boys. So we're gonna look at
Oh,
the rankings. And last but not least, Japan, who has
I can't hear a word you're saying.
really hard.
You're, like, cutting in
on
it.
content lately, like
And I'm constantly.
Goichi, Fenrich, Tachikawa,
Oh, well, I
like
don't know
Burning
why.
Co and Cyclops Osaka, Tyron. They've offered us so much.
They really have. I mean, right now with how
my
COVID
internet
is just
bad right
shaking
now?
the world so much and really switched
No,
things
it's
Now
up.
I can
fine.
hear you.
Fighting games
Oh,
especially.
now you can hear.
it's
Oh,
been really
maybe
hard,
because my mic
but,
was
like,
too far
there's been a lot
away.
more content that's come from it.
Yeah,
Like,
possibly.
as you said, we've both been doing our thing. Everywhere around the world has really been.
So yeah,
just
they
trying to
revealed
represent their scene as much as
tournament,
possible, and you love to see it, man. You love
new
to see it.
fighters are going to be
Yeah,
revealed
yeah.
next month.
The
basically.
Dragon Ball
Whoa, that was so
are
close.
lucky because the TO make a lot of tournament during the
And the character
pandemic,
reveal is
and,
going to be.
You're cutting out again.
So thank you
God
to all
damn it.
tournament TO
Yeah.
for this.
Now, of course,
Exactly,
do remember that we've got still the players to announce in the next
You're not
show.
cutting out for
we've
me
got
at
the
all.
character trailer coming in exactly 29 minutes, guys. It is a tightly timed one, so we've got 29 minutes to talk a bit more about stuff from you guys. So I would like to know, from you guys on the chat as well, if you got any question, regarding the national championship itself and the way it's gonna work, please let me know on the chat because we're currently like monitoring it, and we can just like ask Abu, of course, because he's the head guy, and we can just like move forward.